You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Bam! Always a pleasure. And, you know, I got to bring my baby something.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee.
Yo, I got the Who Raised Your t-shirt. Here you go, baby.
DJ Envy is in Africa, but TK Kirkland just walked in here.
Here you go, Playboy.
T to the mother FK.
Always a pleasure to see you
is
working
so
out.
nice.
What's up, my brother? How are you, sir?
He came in here with
Everything is good.
compliments, flowers. These are really nice flowers. These
TK
aren't
was
even just
raised
from the.
right.
These aren't from the corner or nothing.
I was raised right.
These are beautiful.
TK
Thank you,
is
Don.
performing at Caroline's all weekend, hosted by The Breakfast Club.
Hosted by The Breakfast Club.
Well, no, not all weekend. He'll be there Saturdays.
This Saturday.
7:30 and 10:30.
and 10:30.
How is it hosted by The Breakfast Club? No one asked me.
We tried to ask you. We've been trying to get you. I don't know who to talk to.
They didn't reach out to Paris?
Who is
No.
Paris?
She does all my bookings.
You know, where's Chris at? Chris is always the man I talk to.
Chris Monroe. Yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
I always call him Mara. I think I'm dyslexic. I don't know why I get Chris. Is Chris Monroe?
Yeah, Chris only sees us
Morrow.
once a week.
Okay, all right.
It's not Monroe. It's Morrow.
He only,
Yeah,
sees,
it's Monroe.
he only sees us once a week.
So you want some
Yeah, yeah, as a
I go
collective.
through him, and that's I think the issue.
Well, I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina on Saturday, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure. We got love with you in spirit.
But TK is here. You know, I always like talking to TK about a number of things.
Yes.
Current events.
Yes.
Our guy Kevin Hart, you know, he just got caught up out there, you know, getting extorted by a young lady. What do you think about that situation?
It's so many levels as a man. As a man, one, you don't talk about another man when he's usually down. But since he's a public figure, you got to give it a pass.
And Kevin ain't down.
Right,
Ain't nothing down about Kevin.
And
No,
I also think the
exactly.
comedians, you kind of have they're going to make a joke out of it. They're going to have to
They're gonna
address
make a
it.
joke out. And see, I just see life different. I'm really down with the females on this one. I believe that when men get married and they do step out on their wife, you got to break the female off, especially if you see her more than one time. It's just a gentleman thing to do.
Which
you know?
female, the side or the?
Yeah, she a side chick.
Yeah.
You got to treat her good. You got to get a nice car. You got to get a nice apartment or a house. This is the purpose of being a player. If you're cheating,
Now Jay-Z said you shouldn't treat the one that
That's
you
only 'cause he
fucking
got
with the same
caught.
respect as the one that you love.
but that's because he got caught.
But this was before he got caught. He said that.
Yeah,
And the problem with that, though, is sometimes with guys, they have their side chicks, and then they try to break it off.
Right.
And then they treated the
I
side chick
believe
so
you
good.
don't cheat at all.
That's what I believe, too.
This is what-
But
see-
I've seen this happen where a man cheats,
Yes.
treats the side chick so good, and now she don't want it to end because she thinks that she's just as important or more
If
important.
a man can't break off with a woman when it's over, he ain't a man. Bottom line, there's no woman gonna tell me if we gonna still be together when I just told you it's effing over.
Women
You out
do
your
things
mind.
like they threaten to,
Like,
they
what, you
threaten
gonna
to commit
stone-
suicide.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
kill
die.
myself.
I ain't got time for this. Who raised you? I ain't got time for this. You want to die? See you. May God bless you. May you get through the pearly gates.
But then they threaten
I'm
to
not.
expose you.
But that's why you don't get yourself caught up in certain situations. See, the thing about life is, to me, you stay single, you date everybody you want to date. That's my thing. You ain't got to answer nobody, but then when you settle down, you truly settle down. And that's the way you got to move.
Life is really that simple. I think we do complicate it, you know.
Yes.
But what about when we do end up making a little mistake?
And you do make a mistake, and then hopefully that the woman that you deal with is understanding, and your swag is just so phenomenal that she's not going anywhere. And then sometimes your money's so long, a woman know she ain't leaving.
Gotcha.
You know, sometimes it ain't got to be the guy. The girl, the wife say, it's cool, you know. And normally if they say it's cool, that means they cheated on you somewhere down the line and they giving you a pass.
They got them a nice little boy
Yeah,
on
they
the
got a
side.
little, because don't get it twisted now. These women sneaking in there too.
Yeah.
And
And if a woman cheated on you, and she still treated you really well and everything, you could forgive that.
It all depends on my frame of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm almost a senior citizen now, so everything in my life is calm. Walks in the park.
How old are you,
hot
OG?
I'm 57.
57. Boy, you look good for 57.
Thank
I
you.
told you that
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah.
No, you ever seen TK calf muscles? TK calf.
Why have you seen
Yeah,
this?
I was with him
I was a
yesterday.
short-
He had
I was
on
short
shorts
I
time.
was like, this is weird.
Yeah, he was like, yo, what kind of workout you do?
You ain't missing no leg days.
Yeah, but when you get older, everything is just about peace of mind. You treat everybody right. You don't want no aggravation, no stress.
Yeah.
You can find a nice young lady to be good to you, be good to her. But you don't want all the confusion that comes with hiding, texting, you in the bathroom, you peeking out the door to see if somebody's coming, or you talking to us like, hold on for a minute, I think I hear somebody.
Yeah, I think wife coming up the stairs.
Yeah, okay, I gotta call you back.
Ain't
Ain't
got
nobody
time
got time for all that. Or you sleep and your girl snuck your phone, like it's in your hand, and the girl took the phone out your hand real gentle.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody got time for that, yo.
And by the way, ain't no better feeling when you showing your girl something in the phone and you don't got to hit do not disturb before.
And
you
let me
show
tell
it.
you a story. When I was young, I was cheating on a young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave my phone to the other young lady. I was dancing. I said, I ain't messing around. And when I passed her the phone, a girl was texting me about how good the thing was the other night.
Damn.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to tell men and women, when you're young, you go through your trials and tribulations of life. That's what you call your life lessons. Mm-hmm. But as you get older, you make choices of, do I want to deal with this or I want to deal with that? And when you're young, I think you really should go through those things, because when you go through it, you're able to teach other people what you've gone through, because if you haven't gone through anything, you can't teach nobody.
True indeed.
You can't teach nobody.
How much do you love doing your podcast?
You know what? I think that's the greatest thing you guys got me to do. Because I really didn't want to do it. At first, I kept saying, Charlamagne didn't want me to do an iPod. I couldn't even pronounce the thing. I couldn't even pronounce the thing right. I was like, they want me to do some iPod. I'm not going to do it. And it took about a year and a half. And one day I called Charlamagne. I said, let's go. Let's rock it. And to see what's going on with the gentlemen and women in the world, it really made me appreciate my life. It's really helped me to put other people on, because my show is I get other people jobs, or I connect them with people that are doing certain things. And I didn't really know that a lot of men need guidance out there.
Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like overwhelming.
But that's why I've always liked your stand-up, because you would always say at the end of any punchline or any set, any questions?
Any questions? Yep, I sure did.
Yeah.
Are there any questions? And I'm glad that you got me to do it, because it had been something that was lost. I never thought about going down this path, and I'm glad that one day I decided just to do something different with my career. And this right here, thank you guys, the Breakfast Club changed my life. From all around the world, from Germany to Japan to Dubai. There's a whole new ball game out there for me now. I'm rocking a little jewelry. I got lotion now.
Now, what about you heard about the Wendy Williams, Kevin Hunter situation?
Those
are old friends.
Yeah, our old friends. That's how we met.
You know, Charlamagne actually introduced the girl to Kevin.
I don't know anything about that.
You remember that, right, TK? You remember
I do remember that story.
Yeah.
The thing about Kev, and just play to player, pimp to pimp, I think it's fabulous. I think it's fabulous that he had a girl around the corner from his main wife. And let me tell you why. Gas is high. So for him to come out the house just to go around the corner is phenomenal. Who would think of your money? That's what I'm saying. Your money got to be right. He said, listen, I got the wifey, but I don't want to travel through tolls. We know we live in New Jersey, New York. Tolls is expensive. I calculated, but if I put you around the corner, bam.
But let me ask you this. How should Wendy handle this situation? Because she's saying it's not true. She's just following the story. It's, rumors.
Here's the thing about when we seen the pictures, there's nothing you could, and we know Kev, and we're not going to expose them. May her be in denial all she wants, because Wendy's always been good to me, right? But the truth is the truth. If she's a boss, she'll get through this, and now she might be the one that's strong on him and say, you ain't going anywhere. Because I think Kevin works for her. Am I right? So she pays his salary.
I ain't talking to him in 10 years.
He did what he did, and it's gonna be interesting to see.
You think it's better to just say, okay, yes, my husband did cheat on me. I'm devastated that this has come out like this.
I think she should do that. I think she should. But what difference does it make? It's not going to change anything.
Right. But denying it and saying, because you're Wendy, we expect you to be truthful.
If you're going to talk about everybody else, you got to practice what you preach.
I agree with that. 100%.
If you're going to talk about everybody else and to confront something, just like when I came on the show, y'all hit me with something that I did back in 1982. You got to confront your situation to move on.
Yes.
So that's what she should do. She should confront it, either say it's true or say it's not true, and move on about it.
Yeah, you can't spend 2 minutes on it, though. You got to talk about that the same way you talk about Kardashian pregnancies, T.I. and Tiny divorce, anything.
The same thing, the same way you treated everybody else,
yep.
You got to do it the same way. I totally agree with that 100%.
But you would have did the same thing. If the story is true, you'd have had your woman right around the corner.
If I would have did that, if I would have pulled that off, it would have been right around the corner. But I saw the pictures, and we was looking at it yesterday. The feds is watching Kevin.
I thought somebody hired a private investigator.
Well, who you think hired it? She did? If them
I
type,
kinda feel
either
like-
the feds or she hired and she knew it was going to, but if she
Because
did that, why did not?
who else would want to do that?
Who else
would
would
care?
want to do that? They even showed it down to the point to the ring. They showed the woman's ring, and the ring is nice. It's not as big as Wendy's, but 3 more carats would have been equal.
Maybe Wendy hired the private investigators because she's planning some type of, who knows?
Who knows? And what we got to understand about life, everything runs its course. And they probably just ran their course, and they come to the finish line. And you have to be man or woman enough to understand it, and everybody go their separate way and be mature about it and keep it moving. I just think that's how life is. And you can't get caught up too much about, I gave you my whole life, and I can't believe you leaving me. Sometimes it just don't play out like that.
Do you want to get married?
I would love to get married.
Even
I'm trying
at
to marry.
57?
Yeah, and that's the conflict. Because I am 57, why should I get married?
Yeah.
Why not?
You know, well,
You know, men who are married live longer.
yeah, and men who stay single too can probably got a shot.
You get about
You know,
70
but it's
something.
Yeah, some women say that they always want me to get married so I can have somebody in the house. So what happens if something happens to you? And I'm prepared for that. I got snacks all on the floor in the house. So if I fall down the steps, I can crawl to the snacks and eat the peanuts and the
alive.
hot tamales until somebody find me.
They won't be hot.
I'm prepared for all this. It's in the AARP manual.
But you do want to get married.
Yes, I do. I think that would be a nice thing to be married. Yep, I do.
Would you marry somebody on par with your age or something younger?
It depends on what day you ask me that question. Every day is different. Sometimes I want somebody my age. Sometimes I want somebody younger. Then if I talk to somebody younger, I see how they're not prepared. Because to marry me, you got to at least have $25,000 in the bank. Not that I need it. I need to know that you're bringing something to the table because I don't want a liability at this point in my life. So it's people that I meet and I say, you know what, I would like to marry you, but you just ain't got $25,000 in the bank. You know what that means? You're not qualified. See, a lot of people are not qualified to be in a relationship, but they falsify the paperwork anyway to be together. And this is where you have problems. And you got to be qualified to date. A man shouldn't even say hello to a woman unless he got over $10,000 in the bank. And not that she's materialistic.
Depending on your age, though.
Depending on your age. But I just want a man to be able to take a woman to dinner, take a woman to a movie, take a nice trip.
Yeah.
And women need to understand that even if you want to have sex with a guy, at least go out of state. And I'm not talking about Jersey or Baltimore. I'm talking about go somewhere nice and get a nice hotel room and expose your female to something nice. That's just me. That's how I always move.
Do you think that whole mentality of guys saying, let me fuck for free and can I fuck for free, you think that messed the game up a little bit?
It messed the game up. But what's crazy, girls let them.
Yeah.
The girls let them. Sex is for men who accomplish something. See, if you don't accomplish something, you don't deserve to have sex. You got to work every day. You got to pay bills. And at the end of the day, you come home on Friday and you take your girl out to eat and you go to a movie or you go to a movie. And girls need to know if you got a man that's doing something, when you go up to the top in the movie theater, that means I'm giving head or I'm getting head. That's what going to the back means.
Yeah.
I just think people need to understand the etiquette of when you see a couple go to the back. If that whole row's empty and you walk past 20 seats and you see me up there, you messing up what I'm about to try to do.
You got to know what I'm doing up there.
You got to know what I'm doing. So please go back down there. I remember one time I was with a Chinese girl.
Yeah.
And I was really about to do my thing. But some Afro-American girls saw me there. They came, one time the girl sat in front, then she got up for no reason, came on the same row and jumped up and down to make sure we knew I was so mad. Because I was horny. She was cock blocking, yo. And I was really about to have some fun.
Why you just ain't explain the situation to them?
I almost want to say, excuse me.
Yes.
Who raised you? You know what it is.
Why couldn't you just go ahead and do your thing?
Maybe 15, 20 years ago, yes. You don't care who's standing there next to you. You want to probably get some lessons. But as you get older, you're conservative about your image and everything, and you just can't be slinging it like
calves out in public.
Yeah, you just want to be respectful about how you're moving. But we're gonna talk about all that this Saturday. I'm excited about the Breakfast Club show.
Yes.
And I told everybody for weeks to get your tickets. I was telling you, and we checked the numbers last night. Once this airs, it's a wrap, and there's nothing I could do because I've been telling y'all to get your tickets. But here's the beautiful thing: On Sunday, October 1st, I'm going to be at the Tampa Improv, and I want everybody to come through to get your tickets. Then October 4th in Orlando, Florida. Get your tickets. I'm looking forward to Orlando. But the thing I'm really excited about, October 8th at the Bow Theater in Oakland. I got Too Short open up for me for Columbus Day weekend.
Yeah, Too Short.
Yeah, that's my man. We started out together with back on NWA with Straight Outta Compton tour, and he was the opening act. So it was a no-brainer. I had to have him for the show.
You get love in Oakland, though. We remember we was in Oakland one time together. It was me, you, Wendy, and Keisha Cole.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
And he's the only person that's seen this. Watch what I'm about to tell you. Normally, comedians are the opening act. I was the third billing, and I was rocking it like I had a band on it. He's seen it. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
Like I had I'm talking about these people was rolling like I had a band. So I'm truly excited. So the Bow Theater, Oakland, get your tickets. Too Short. Wednesday, Orlando, Florida. Sunday, the Tampa Improv, and this Saturday with the Great Breakfast Club without my beautiful.
TK, you really could have reached me. There's no way.
Baby, let me explain something to you. So you don't know how much I love you. Let me share something with you.
You bought her flowers.
Yeah.
He always does. He's so sweet.
Talked to Chris because I thought Chris was the man. Every time I come here, I tell you when I'm coming back in about 9 months.
Yes, sir.
I say, I see y'all in about 9 months. I'm so organized. I know exactly what I'm going to do. But Chris, and I'm not going to throw him. Yeah, I'm going to throw Chris under the bus. Chris always said, I'm going to talk to her, and weeks go by. And that's why I hit you on IG.
Yeah.
I said, Chris said he was talking to you about it because I wanted to put money in your pocket too.
Right. Well, TK is going to be doing a lip service podcast, which I'm looking forward to because I've been wanting him to do this for a long time.
We've been talking since January. I told you I was going to do your show, and I promise you that I will be there. So lip service.
Come set us straight.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Have you seen the For the Pussy challenge yet?
I saw the video with Erykah Badu. And and I'm gonna know where you're going, right? But here's the thing about that, right? It's something seductive about that woman.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody knows that. Right? Oh, absolutely. Erykah's amazing.
Erykah Badu, it's something
very hypnotic air about her.
It's something about that woman, her eyes or whatever. Woo!
She's very hypnotic.
She's hypnotic is the word for her. Because when I was watching the video, she had me in awe. But I'm a player. Once I broke out, I said, you... Bitch, who raised you?
So what have you done for the pussy in your day?
I'm not that kind of dude. Yeah, I already know who I am. I'm not that way. I believe in being a gentleman. See, it's two things you can do. You can either pay direct for it or you're going to pay indirectly. I'd rather pay indirectly. I'd rather take you to a movie, take you shopping, take you on a trip because that's what, to me, from my era, that's what men are supposed to do. Today, nobody wants to have a conversation. They just walk up to me, how much? $50? Here, here's 2 10s and the 5 and 20. No, I believe in treating a woman the way a woman, because when you treat a woman that way, the thing between her legs marinates more. It gets extremely more juicy, and you can feel the difference when you're laying on top of her and you're nibbling her ear and you're kissing and you talking smack. There's a big difference compared to just paying straight up. Right. You didn't seduce her. See, there's a word called, what you young kids forgot, is how to seduce a woman.
Seduction.
It's a powerful thing.
It's
a girl tell you no, and before the end of the night, her legs is behind her neck. It's like, how this happen to me?
Hold on now. This generation calls that rape as well. Now.
No. I said seduction.
Yeah.
At first he told you no.
Yeah.
And then...
well, no, but I used the word seduction. If I said kidnap, choke a bitch with the pinky out, that's rape. But I used the word seduce.
I thought about you yesterday because I saw a For the Pussy challenge. And the dude said, I ain't doing nothing for the pussy. He said, I'll wash it.
Right.
Because it need cleaning.
Right, that's hilarious.
And you would always tell women how to properly wipe themselves.
Always. I think that's so important that women wipe themselves well. Make sure that you know your odor well, because I had a meeting with the mayor yesterday, and in the area of New York and the tri-state area, the odor has risen at a 3% rate since January. And they said, TK, when you go on the Breakfast Club tomorrow, can you talk to the people about sanitary? And listen to me, ladies. If you have a problem, soap and water doesn't do it. You have to go to the doctor, and you have to get flagyl doxycycline. And you got to take that 2 times a day, 7 days a week to get rid of that bacteria infection.
By mouth?
No. Yeah, but it's pills that you take to clean the bacteria out your system. But since we all family, and this is the Breakfast Club and people are listening all around the world, I'm going to give you game. if you think that you have an odor and you're going to have sex with your man tonight, take your shoes off first so you think your feet stink.
Oh my God. I don't know what.
Who raised you? Take your shoes off first when you walk in. Oh, that's just a feet stink.
So how do you handle that though when a woman does have a stink vagina? Do you tell her?
I one time in Miami, because I like playing with a woman's thigh. That's my thing. I'll play with your thigh, rub you, and that type of stuff. And the girl had a bad odor. And just before I understood about Dr. Flagyl, doctors like, I dropped off at Walgreens. And I said, you need to handle that. Not knowing what I know, the knowledge I have now, there was nothing in Walgreens that was going to handle that situation.
She needed a prescription.
She needed a prescription, absolutely. So you can't even put your finger, you can't even touch it because for days you feel irritation like a rash on your finger. You do
This
the wrong
happened
thing.
to you?
No, that happened. I'm just saying, I'm just giving people warning that could happen to you. You know, it's crazy.
What's the best way for a girl to wipe?
You wipe
Front to back.
front to back.
You have to wipe front to back.
You wipe, go down.
You
don't go up.
You get taught that as a baby.
Yeah.
Front to back.
Some girls don't know,
Because
man.
you don't go up because you can get bacteria
Yeah,
infection.
you can't go
Gotcha.
back to front because then
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's true.
just like even when you're having you can't go from having anal sex to having vaginal sex. 'cause
Absolutely.
You can't put that same bacteria. from the
Unless
Really?
you at the
have to switch the
moment and you
condom.
just going, I don't care, we going at it, because sometimes sex should just be extremely nasty. Sometimes it should be extreme. A lot of saliva, a lot of juices, strawberries with cream, the whole nine.
Now, I'm hearing that you're releasing Dick Gregory's project titled Gregory the God.
Gregory the God.
What exactly is
Well,
that?
this is what happened. Jason Griggs gave me a label deal called Pass the Mic. I'm truly excited about it. And as a matter of fact, that's why we're here. The CD drops today on iTunes called Who Raised You. I'm truly excited about it. Got a little Grammy buzz for it. And I'm excited. Right, for the first time after 30-something years being in the biz, I got some buzz going on about something. You know, I got some buzz going on. Damn it.
Never give up.
Got a little buzz, and I'm truly excited. But the reason what happened, I talked to Zoe, a manager of Dick Gregory, and we had signed him before he had passed away, right? So I'm going to release it next year. I'm calling it Gregory the God. But this comedy label is similar to the music business. If you notice from the Richard Pryors, the Eddie Murphys, they only got like 1 or 2 CDs. I want to give comedians an opportunity to have a catalog, 5, 10, 12 CDs in their career so that they can get residual checks as they get older. It's unfortunate most comics don't even understand what a catalog means. And it also will challenge them to come up with different material every year. Instead, and that way the audiences get the chance to see a comic do a different material. Like with Who Raised You. I might say Who Raised You a lot, but I changed the bulk
story,
of the
right.
material to work around Who Raised You. Because out of all the years I've been doing this, I've came up with things called Get Your Ass in the Car, Put Your Head Out the Window. Like I write them like CDs, like album title CDs. And Who Raised You is the one that took off and just been building momentum. So for years, people have been trying to get me to do the T-shirts, but I always try to wait for the right moment. So now I got the T-shirts, we got the hat, we got the label, we dropped the CD today called Who Raised You. So please, on iTunes, get your CD and just make sure you come to the comedy show this Saturday. I guarantee you the talent I put on this show gonna be fire.
Who else you got on the show?
I brought this kid out of Philadelphia. He's opened up for me a couple times. I signed him to the label too. His name is Skeet Carter, who's phenomenal. We're going to throw Jack Thriller on there because what I love about Jack, when he was in Atlanta, I thought he was really not talented, but he really is a very ambitious guy. So I sat down
You
with
still
him.
ain't say he was talented. You just say he was ambitious.
He's ambitious. And let me go and let me say to where I'm going with this. Jack Thriller, and we have this conversation all the time. I never thought Jack was hilarious. What I thought about Jack was Jack had to change his name from Honey Bun. I didn't like Honey Bun.
Honey Bun, I
So he
remember that.
changed it to Jack Thriller, right? So the thing about certain comics is that they will work so hard that eventually you will start liking them. And Jack Thriller is one of those guys. Jack Thriller came from Atlanta. I gave him the blueprint. He ran with it. He even got one of the when I saw his wife, I really
Oh,
knew
yeah?
that's when
Yeah,
I
his
was
wife's pretty.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
When I saw his wife, I said, what I said to that man really, really works. And I'm impressed with him. And I got to have him on the show. And then I'm bringing this other kid out of Atlanta named Special K, who is just did a show for me in Atlanta. I hadn't seen him in a while.
I heard of Special K.
Oh, it's truly going to be able to change. And I'm throwing some other people on, some young comics to give them the opportunity. And just keep it moving.
Well, you can go download TK's podcast right now on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts.
That's right.
It's called Who Raised You?
No, the podcast is called
the
TK Kirkland Show.
Podcast.
He's
Right,
executive producer.
I know, he don't even know what it's called. It's a damn shame. Who Raised You
I'm
is
just trying to keep the
ready
brand.
for
Right.
TK Kirkland Show is the podcast.
And then you can go on iTunes and get
the Who Raised You
And
CD.
and before we go, let me explain something to everybody about Charlamagne, which I love. I called Charlamagne one day when I closed the deal. I said, Charlamagne, I want to make you executive producer of my comedy CD because I like giving people money. Charlamagne said, TK, I don't want nothing from you. I thought that because the way I'm built, I like to give
Did
people
he say
a
it
check.
that light like that?
He said it just like that. He said, TK, I wish.
No, that's not how you said it just now.
He said, TK, I don't want nothing from you.
You said,
How did I say
TK,
it?
I don't want
I don't know how I said it. Did I say it in a tone?
You said it like a TK. I don't want
I think he probably did say it like that.
I can't take nothing from my OG, man.
And he didn't want. And what
Right.
I'm trying to say to people, there's some people in life I like to always take care. I'm like the Sopranos. I'm like Tony Soprano. You blow up, and I put you on. You got to pass something up to the top. So since he's in that situation with me, he's never wanted nothing in return. And I just want to say thank you as always,
My brother.
because
Love.
he put a brother on. He always keeps his word with me, and we talk every now and then. Even though sometimes I'll text him, I feel neglected because he
Right.
won't get back to me. And one day I'll call him on the phone and I'll say, Charlamagne, listen, I'm older now. I'm in my feelings. You got to hit me back. And I know he's successful now, with the book and everything. He's a rock star. But he used to call me back all the time.
You
He
just have a
doesn't call-
person to put the little eyes. or
Yeah,
the
and I know
question
he
mark
read it,
when
'cause
people-
TK will be like, yo, I did something to you, fam? Like,
I-
what the hell you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm like, yo,
Been
did I
knowing you
do-
for over a decade.
Right?
What you
Did I
talking
do
about?
something to you? and listen to what I'm about to tell you, everybody. You always know if a person got their phone in hand because Charlamagne keeps his phone in his hand all the
Always.
time. So I'm
On the
watching him.
toilet.
I'm watching him on Brilliant Idiots yesterday. He don't know I'm watching him. I'm seeing him pick up the phone. He's texting. He's laying the phone down. He's picking up the phone down. I said, and in my head, I want to stab him, right? Because I'm like, yo, you've been reading my damn messages and just looking at it and putting it down. I watched him for 30 minutes yesterday. Going out the room, making a phone call.
My wife will call, though. My wife.
I'm like, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm feeling some kind. I'm like, who raised him? Why would he do this? Hilarious, Dad.
TK
Hilarious.
got a book coming out, too, though.
Yo, now the book I'm excited about. The book, I'll try to give him some money on that, too. He's, nah, T, do you? I'm good. I was trying to give him a piece of the pie. He don't want nothing from
Why
me.
you keep trying to give away your money?
It's not that you give away money, it's called respect. See, some people say, oh, just because somebody put you on, you don't own that. I don't believe in that. I believe when someone puts you on, you got to at least say, can I give this to you?
All right, so he set up the book deal.
No, I set up the book deal, but he put me in position to set up the book deal.
Just introduce him to the right people. That's all.
Right, exactly. And then my thing is, I, as the way I'm built, the kind of man I am, I want to give you something back. Now, you can say no, that's different, but I have to say it first.
No, you should have bought him flowers too.
No, we're not
Andy.
going to buy him flowers.
He give me jewels.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you flowers, babe.
Thank you.
Because we got a huge date coming next year. I'm excited about
Next
it.
year.
Next year.
What's next year?
We're going out next year.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, just a friendly date.
True,
But we're going
true,
out
true.
for her birthday, do something nice for Angela. She's going to have a nice little, I'm going to get some ice on the wrist.
Yeah. No, you holding out. You hoping like he's 57. Maybe he might not make it to next year.
That's
what you think.
hilarious.
You holding out.
Like, now, TK, can we go out next week? But you know what? As you get, and I want people to understand this, as you get through life, and whether you're 57 or 21, make sure you have insurance and burial insurance.
That's real.
And life insurance. Because everybody here is playing around like it's a game. And in your contract, it says at the end, you got to come home. So I'm tired of seeing this GoFundMe page. I'm seeing you driving Mercedes
Lord have mercy.
Bentleys. They driving Bentleys and popping champagne.
You're right.
But when you die, I see a GoFundMe page. That don't make no sense.
It don't
And then
make
you
no
got
sense.
gangbangers out here gangbanging without no life insurance. Who raised you? Death should not be a tragedy. it should be profitable. When you die, somebody should blow up off your death. And you got to stop being selfish. Just real talk.
All right,
That's
that makes
real.
sense.
Yeah. When you die, you should get ready to go. And you can't even get into heaven unless you leave life insurance and your credit score is over 692. You can't get into VIP section.
That's
I
not
believe
true.
that. I believe that. TK Kirkland gonna be at Caroline's on Saturday. He got a 7:30 show and a 10:30 show.
7:30.
Go get your tickets right now.
Get your tickets right now. I told you for a whole month it was going to sell out. As soon as you hear this announcement, you better go get it because it's going to be a wrap. To Tampa, Florida, October 1st. To Orlando, Improv, October 4th. And to the Bow Theater, me and the Great Too Short. I want to say thank you, Mr. Charlamagne the God, Mrs. Angela Yee, to Dan, to the people holding the camera, to the man with no chest,
What a nice guy.
to
No
the gentleman
chest.
that you just see his
Nick.
forehead, to everybody, real solid people here, and may your pain be champagne. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate it.
TK Kirkland, it's the Breakfast Club, y'all.